Alright guys, it's summertime, and there's nothing better than smoking meats and drinking beer. What I have here is a model of the Traeger. Great in every way, I love it. The one problem I have with it is that when you're working on your meats, and you pull it off the grill, you got nowhere to put it. And I hate when there's no place to put my meat. So what I'm working on today is I'm going to try and build myself a shelf that'll actually fold up, and I'll be able to place my pulled pork out here, and I'll be able to work on it, put some more seasonings on it, spray it, whatever I gotta do, wrap it up, put it back on, fold the tray down. That way when I pull it off the grill, I don't gotta run inside, do my thing, and bring it back out. So I'll be right here, I'll be a perfect station for it, and it'll be great. So for the start of this project, I'll be in the shop. Alright guys, so I'm down here in the shop, and I know what you're thinking. For this thing, I could just go to the store and buy a piece of wood and put it on some brackets, and that would be good enough. Yeah, maybe for the normal person, but hey, I'm the drunk carpenter. And stuff like that just doesn't fly. So what I'm going to be doing is making my own board. And can you guess what I'm going to make it out of? Wait, how'd you know? Yeah. It's going to be pallet wood. Good guess. But it's a big heavy duty one. And actually, this is so cool. This is actually oak. It's a super heavy duty pallet made out of oak. So that's what my plan is. I'm going to prep these boards because they are old and wobbly. And I mean, it's oak. They're pretty straight. But yeah, I got to run them through the planer, joint them all, so I can glue them all into one board. And man, this is going to be cool. This is going to be way cooler than any board you can buy in the store. Okay, so every grill is going to be a little bit different. I got a larger size Traeger, so my cutting board is going to be 2 foot by 1 foot. So I'm going to cut these boards at 2 foot in length. If you got a different model, you might have to have it shorter so it actually fits on there, or if you have a ginormous one, you have to make a bigger one. It all depends what you need. But that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut these up 2 foot. Alright guys, I got the boards all prepped, and man, how pretty is this? It's crazy what you can do with that pallet wood, huh? Just boards that you find laying around. But you know how this works. I'm just going to glue these together. I don't need to show you. I got plenty of videos for it. But yeah, we're just going to glue these together, and then tomorrow we'll finish it off. But man, this looks great. I'm excited for this. This is a cool project. Alright, so I got everything glued up. As you can see, wiping away the glue. And just going to let this sit overnight. So while we wait, drink some beer. Alright, so it's the next day. Let's open this thing up and see what it looks like. Yeah, there we go. Here's going to be the cutting board surface. I got to get rid of that glue. And I really need to sand this thing. I don't know if you can see, it's definitely not perfect. This is too big to fit in my planer. And this is hardwood, so it's going to take way too long to sand all that. So what I do have, boom, and planer. So what I'm going to do is do the best I can, just kind of plane this off to make it as flat as possible, and then I'll sand it on top. Oh, I need an extension cord. Where are all my extension cords? Found one. About 8 miles more than what I need though. But it'll work. Okay, now that I made a nice big mess, time to make an even bigger one. Time to start sanding. Okay, I just finished sanding this with my 220. It's all set to go. I just got to put the final coat on it. But to do that, I'm actually going to bring it outside first to show you. It's better lighting out there for you guys to see. Alright, so I'm outside by my Traeger. I actually got it running. Woo! Pork tenderloin. Looks good. But before I put this on here, I actually want to put a protective coat on this thing. I'm not going to use a polyurethane. One, because it's not really food safe. You don't want to put it on cutting boards or things like that. I'm not going to be setting the meat directly onto this, but just to be safe, I'm not going to put that on. Instead, I'm going to do some tung oil. Tung oil is just a protective coating that you put on. You have to reapply it probably about every 6 months. Not that big of a deal though, but it makes the wood really pop out. It makes it look cool. So that's what I'm going to be doing here. Yeah, and as you can see just how absolutely beautiful that tung oil makes this stuff. Yeah, you just got to reapply it every 6 months or so. Maybe if you use it a little bit more than normal people, I do it more. I'm going to let this dry a little bit, soak into the wood. But while this is drying, I'm going to start working on the brackets. Okay, so what I did is I bought these two, they're shelf holders, level things. I don't know why I can't think of it. Brackets. I got these brackets. Brackets. They're a bracket. Alright. I just got these off Amazon. They're rated for 150 pounds, and if I got 2 of them, that's a lot of meat. So what I'm going to do is put them on here, make sure they're level. I'm going to clamp them on. They got holes in the back here. Once they're clamped, I'm going to put a little mark on here, and then that way we'll drill a hole into here, and then we'll bolt these things on. Alright, so we got our holes drilled. Now we're just going to take some bolts that we got. Put them in the hole. And there we go. Show you that washer out first. Come on. Make making me look bad. Alright, so you get your bag of washers. Ow! Ow! Bottom of this is hot. Ow! Oh yeah, now we're getting there. Oh yeah! Ah, spider! I sound like an idiot. Oh, my neighbors can hear me. Okay, I got them both attached. Oh. Alright, so next thing we just gotta screw it in on the bottom and we're done. Alright, so we got the top put on. Let's see if it works. Okay, so we got the shelf put in, but I mean, what does that mean, huh? We gotta see how much meat this will hold. Ham, pork shoulder, beef roast, pizza, a dog. Just kidding, I wouldn't do that. But all kidding aside, guys, this is a really fun project, and it's actually really helpful. This is going to be great when I'm barbecuing out here. And, man, I got to tell you, I really like the look of this. It came out really great. So, don't forget, hit that like and subscribe button, follow me, and have a good one. See you next time.